Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore, 60 yards. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. This is White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that good, strong run could serve a little bit as a metaphor because White is someone who took a sizable leap from year 1 to year 2. Essentially doubled his yardage output with over 1,500 yards from scrimmage. And that success appears to have carried over to this season.
Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Mayfield down. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They run straight ahead here with White. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They stay on the ground with White. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a carry for White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Godwin with a nice grab there, and he's been a consistent weapon for this Buccaneers offense, although a bit unheralded. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for each of his last 3 seasons, and his ability to make plays on all 3 levels is invaluable for not just his franchise, but his quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's White.
He gets away from one. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Rachaad White.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on: catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
And complete to Drake London.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing is Cousins. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cousins now. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 3rd down and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Cousins. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
That's certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Following the interception, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. To throw, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Shepard will go in motion right.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield on play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Arnold Ebiketie, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second down and 6 now.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Right back to Pitts again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing, Cousins.
Into the hands of London.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 2.
On play action, Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have cut the lead back down to 2. Koo now for the point after.
And this is now a one-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Mayfield down.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. Evans has it left side. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mayfield.
That is caught.
And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Floating one, incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. In motion left, Godwin. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is fielded at the 27. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Cousins. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, 30 yards. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd and 5.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Cousins now.
This pass is caught by London.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
In motion left goes a tight end. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
Now Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Complete right side to Otten. Broken tackle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Godwin, the motion man.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Cousins to throw it. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Moore, the man in motion. Handoff now to Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
To throw, Cousins.
That's complete to Mooney.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
On play action, Cousins.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Second and 10.
They'll go up the middle with White. Oh, he shifts past him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Mayfield down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
You have to figure with this offense on second and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on third and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become fourth down?
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
This is 2nd and 8.
White running to the left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throw left side. There's London. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action now. Cousins throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Cousins now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Cousins. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Cousins again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Coup for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White set to take over again. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing, Mayfield, and this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. On the handoff, this is White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Shepard will go in motion right. Mayfield looks to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Play fake. Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Mayfield off the play fake. And a dump off to White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mayfield to throw it. That's complete left side to Shepard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a give to White. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins. He's got Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Cousins to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10. Here's Baker.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Here's 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Mayfield.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock. Now Mayfield. This for all the marbles. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.